I'm sure if you're hearing these words, you've probably stepped into the Forex market with the hope of changing your life. The promises of financial freedom, stories of getting rich with just a few clicks, and images of successful traders living the dream life, all of these have brought you here. But reality is often harsher than we imagine. Do you find yourself repeating a familiar pattern? Getting excited about a new strategy, applying it, then quickly failing. You switch to another strategy, hoping it's the golden key that solves all your problems, only to fall back into the cycle of losses. Your trading account feels like a leaking stream, dripping away until you're forced to face the harsh truth your balance is zero. The Forex market is not just a money-making machine, it is a place that ruthlessly exposes our weaknesses. Emotions like greed, fear, hope, and despair constantly surge whenever you open a trade. Lose a trade and you get angry, increasing your trade size to recover. Win a trade and you get overconfident, becoming complacent. The result? Most traders fall into their own trap, a repetitive cycle of losses. Here's a truth that few are willing to admit: over 80% of Forex traders fail. Not because they aren't smart or hardworking, but because they lack one crucial element: consistency. Faced with this not-so-rosy picture, you might ask yourself, can Forex really be profitable? Have I made a mistake stepping into this market? The answer is yes. Forex can be profitable, but only for those who understand that success in trading doesn't come from luck or complex strategies. It comes from discipline, perseverance, and the ability to control oneself. If you feel lost, this might be the time to reflect on your journey. Instead of chasing after a magic trading method, ask yourself, what do I need to change to move from losses to profits? It's a tough question, but it's also the first step toward finding the right path. For many, Forex feels more like an emotional game than a serious profession. But look at successful traders, you'll see they're not gamblers, they're exceptional strategists. They don't aim to win every trade, they aim to win just enough to maintain consistent profits. They don't chase after minor market movements, they focus on the bigger picture. A successful trader isn't someone who never loses, but someone who knows how to lose smartly. They accept small losses to protect their account from bigger risks. They don't let emotions dictate their actions, they let discipline lead the way. You can learn this too, if you're ready to change your mindset. First, accept that Forex is not a shortcut to quick wealth, but a career that demands time and effort. Next, stop chasing complex strategies and focus on the fundamentals: risk management, emotional control, and persistence in executing your trading plan. Imagine an explorer standing before a dense jungle. He can either rush in unprepared, hoping instinct will guide him, or he can take the time to learn to read a map, use a compass, and understand the terrain. In Forex, you are that explorer, and the market is the jungle. Preparation and the right mindset not only help you survive, but also pave the way to the treasure. So, what will you choose? The recklessness of a gambler or the caution of a strategist? The answer lies within you. And if you choose the latter, remember that every great journey begins with a single small step. Forex isn't a golden dream, but it can become a reality if you transform yourself into someone worthy of it. What are you looking for in Forex? This simple question opens up many reflections. Are you seeking financial freedom? Or are you simply trying your luck, like those who step into a casino hoping to change their lives? Whatever your initial reason might be, your journey in the Forex market has probably taught you one thing: this is not as easy as the stories you've heard. Forex, with all its allure, is a playground. But it's a playground for intelligence and discipline, not for unrealistic dreams. And if you don't realize that early, this playground will turn into a trap, draining not only your finances but also your confidence and hope. The harsh reality of the market. According to statistics, only 10 to 20% of traders in the Forex market achieve long-term profits. This means that the majority of participants fail, not because they lack ability, but because they are not adequately prepared for this game. Most traders, especially beginners, often trade without a clear plan. They buy and sell like gamblers, placing bets, relying on luck rather than analysis. Unfortunately, luck is merely random, it's not a sustainable foundation for building success. Now, Let's dive into the common fears that traders who frequently lose often encounter. 1. Haunted by past wins. Think back to the first time you had a big win in the market. That feeling was probably like a wave, sweeping you into a state of extreme excitement. But these very victories often become an obsession for many traders, making them dream of continuing to win effortlessly. This complacency clouds their judgment, leading to impulsive decisions and, before long, a string of consecutive losses. Success in Forex is not a moment. It's a persistent and continuous journey, where individual wins are just small pieces of a larger puzzle. 2. Information overload. Have you ever felt overwhelmed by the countless trading strategies available online? Every day, a new method emerges, promising miraculous results. New traders, especially those facing losses, often fall into the trap of strategy hopping. They try one method after another without spending enough time to fully understand any of them. But the truth is, no strategy can change the game if you're not consistent. A simple strategy, executed with discipline, can deliver better results than any complex system. 3. Lack of discipline and emotional control. Forex is not just a playground for money, it's also a battlefield for emotions. Every trade is a psychological challenge. How do you feel when the market moves against your prediction? Do you panic and rush to cut losses? Or do you hold on to the trade, hoping that things will fix themselves? Emotions, if left unchecked, will turn you from a trader into a gambler. And the truth is, gamblers rarely win. When I started trading, I was just like most people. I experimented with countless strategies, always thinking the problem lay in the method. But over time, I realized the key wasn't in finding the perfect strategy, but in staying consistent with one that suited me. On my YouTube channel, I only share a few simple trading strategies. Why? Because I know simplicity is power. I don't need to change strategies because I found what works for me. What's more important is that I execute it with discipline, without letting emotions guide me. Consistency not only helps me maintain profits, but also frees me from unnecessary psychological pressures. Instead of chasing the market, I let the market come to me. Forex is not a trap if you know how to play. But to win this game, you need to change your mindset. Don't look for a magic strategy. Instead, pick a simple strategy, execute it consistently, and cultivate discipline. Remember, you can't control the market, but you can control yourself. When you master your emotions, maintain consistency, and focus on the bigger picture, profits will naturally follow. In the end, Forex isn't about how many trades you win, but about how much you learn from each trade. What will you choose, freedom through discipline or slavery to your emotions? The answer, as always, is in your hands. Now, let's explore how to turn Forex into a profitable tool. Imagine you're standing on a long road with no clear endpoint but full of opportunities. This road doesn't promise easy rewards, but challenges that require patience, discipline, and the ability to learn from failure. That's Forex trading. In the early years, many people enter the market with a get-rich-quick mindset. They believe that by finding the right strategy and capturing the right moment, money will automatically flow into their accounts. But Forex is no fairy tale. It's a playground where only those who think ahead, understand deeply, and master themselves can survive and thrive. 1. Build the right mindset. Trading is a long-term career. Have you ever wondered why only 10 to 20% of traders actually achieve long-term profits? The answer lies in how they perceive this job. Trading is not gambling or a short-term game. It's a career that requires an investment of time, effort, and knowledge. Successful traders understand that failure is not the endpoint but a lesson to move further. They're willing to accept losses as an integral part of the journey because they know that every loss is an opportunity to train their mindset, adjust their strategy, and improve themselves. When you shift your mindset from getting rich quick to long-term development, everything becomes clearer. Instead of chasing immediate profits, you'll focus on building a solid foundation where every trade is a brick contributing to the wall of financial freedom. 2. Sustainable trading strategy. Simplicity is power. In a world overflowing with information, simplicity becomes a valuable asset. Many traders fail because they get caught up in using countless tools, complex indicators, and inconsistent trading strategies. This not only confuses them, but also makes them lose focus. Take a look at successful traders. They don't need too many tools to make decisions. A good trading strategy doesn't have to be complicated, it just needs to fit your style. What matters is not the number of tools you use, but how you use them with consistency and high discipline. Create a clear trading plan, from determining entry and exit points to managing risk. Then, execute that plan seriously, without being swayed by emotions or market temptations. Remember, patience and discipline are the keys to maintaining long-term profits. 3. Control emotions and mindset. Your biggest enemy is yourself. If you've ever found yourself panicking when the market moves against you or feeling frustrated over missed opportunities, you're not alone. Emotions are an unavoidable part of trading, but they're also a double-edged sword. Successful traders don't let emotions dictate their actions. They understand that losses are part of the game, and the important thing is not to avoid losses, but to learn how to manage them. A good trader doesn't aim to win every trade, but to minimize losses as much as possible. Before opening any trade, ask yourself, am I willing to lose this amount of money? If the answer is no, don't trade. A stable mindset not only helps you make better decisions, but also protects you from mistakes driven by panic or greed. Take a break when you feel pressured. A clear mind is your strongest weapon in trading. Don't fear missing out on opportunities. The market always presents new opportunities, but peace of mind is not easily regained if you lose it. 4. The journey of transformation. Turning Forex into a profitable tool isn't a one-night story. It's a long journey of learning, perseverance, and growth. You'll face failures, but each failure will bring valuable lessons, bringing you closer to success. Remember, success in Forex doesn't come from how much you know, but from how well you perform with what you know. A simple strategy, executed with discipline and consistency, will always outperform complex strategies that aren't followed strictly. Forex isn't just a money-making tool, it's an art. Learn to be patient, master your emotions, and stay consistent with your strategy. Don't try to control the market, instead, learn to control yourself. This journey isn't for the impatient, but if you're willing to invest time and effort, Forex can become a bridge to financial freedom. Remember, the winner isn't the one who never loses, but the one who knows how to learn from every loss to move further. Forex, with all its glamour and allure, isn't a playground for those who lack patience and discipline. It's a challenge, not just financially, but also a journey of self-discovery. But that doesn't mean success is unattainable. Let me tell you this: profits from Forex are entirely achievable, but they don't come from lucky bets, secret strategies on the internet, or impulsive moments. They only come to those who understand that success in trading is a blend of discipline, the right strategy, and a strong mindset. Profit doesn't come from luck. Here's a story I often tell. A friend of mine, when he first started trading, was lucky enough to score a big win. He thought he had found the holy grail of trading and kept increasing his trade sizes to speed up getting rich. But within a week, he lost all the money he had earned and even more. When he asked me, "Why did I lose?" even though I had a big win before, I replied, "The big win didn't come from skill but from luck." However, in Forex trading, luck is just a test, not a foundation. The market is a constantly moving entity, an endless game. In such a game, only those with thorough preparation, clear strategies, and stable psychology can survive and achieve sustainable profits. Discipline and strategy, the building blocks of success. Imagine you are constructing a solid bridge to cross the turbulent river of the market. Each element, discipline, strategy, psychology, is a brick. You cannot skip any brick if you want your bridge to stand firm. Discipline is not easy, especially in an emotionally charged environment like Forex. It requires you to follow your trading plan, avoid reckless trades, and know when to stop. Discipline is like a compass, helping you stay on course even when the market is chaotic. The right strategy, a strategy doesn't need to be complex, but it needs to suit you. This includes not only how you analyze the market, but also how you manage your risk and time. An effective strategy is one you can execute consistently, Strong psychology, this is perhaps the most challenging factor. Every trade, whether a win or a loss, carries emotions. A successful trader is someone who can separate emotions from decisions, always remaining calm and objective in the face of market fluctuations. And now you ask me, where do I start to avoid continuous losses? If you've asked yourself this, here's the answer. Start by building a specific trading plan and stick to it. 1. Build a trading plan. A plan is not just rules for entry and exit points, but also a risk management strategy and how you'll react to various market scenarios. Write it down, place it in front of your trading screen, and adhere to it as a promise to yourself. 2. Never stop learning. Every day in the market is a lesson. Losses are not failures but tuition fees you pay to become a better trader. Take the time to analyze your trades, identify weaknesses, and improve. Forex is not just a tool for making money, it's an art. And you, the one reading these words, are an artist learning to create your own masterpiece. Like any artist, you will have times of failure. But remember, each failure is a brushstroke, a step closer to the perfect picture. Don't let fear or emotions hold you back. Instead, turn them into motivation to move forward. Trading is not a journey to seek victories, but a journey to discover yourself. If you are willing to commit to discipline, continuous learning, and steadfast belief, Forex will not just be a market, but will become a tool to help you achieve financial freedom and the confidence you've always craved. Start today, write down your plan, join a community, and most importantly, keep moving forward. Because no matter how long the journey, it always begins with a small step.